right, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of the Momentum Fitness Podcast. And I have with me Jackie, and we are going to talk a little bit about how we came to becoming Momentum together. So, Jackie, I'm going to let you start it off. Kind of go back that origin story of how you connected with Momentum and got to this point.
Yeah. So it's been almost 9 years now that we that I walked through the doors of Momentum, and even to back up before then, I actually worked out here one summer with Kurt, the original owner of Momentum, and that's how I was aware of it. So there was a day I had walked in. I was looking to do some personal training and teach some classes, and I had walked in and chatted with Kurt to see if he had room for a post-PE teacher that was looking for a career change to train. And he was like, yeah, I think I do. And so we said, all right, well, let's reconnect. And it was the very next day I got an email from Kurt. And to be honest, I can remember exactly where I was when I opened that email. I was in getting my hair done and opened it up, and Kurt was asking if I'd be interested in purchasing Momentum. So it was kind of made me step back, take a couple breaths, and to be honest, did a lot of praying, talked to my husband, and decided I thought it was something I could do. I did not want to do it alone. I knew Jim, and brought it up to him to see if he was interested. And it was kind of an interesting relationship because I'm actually almost old enough to be your mom.
Yeah.
And instead, you're now my business spouse.
Yeah, business spouse for sure.
Yeah.
I do remember the day you came and asked me for coffee.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, and you had mentioned that you're going to be training at Momentum. And then you said that you're actually going to be becoming the owner. And I was like, wow, that's very exciting. Good for you. Because I had known you had wanted to own a gym one day. And then she dropped the bomb and said, and would you want to partner with me 50-50? And you go back 9 years, I was out of college for, I think, a year and a half, 14 months, maybe. So
true.
I was very green. I was very new to the real world. I didn't have much to my name as far as just debt and an old car that I had since I was 17. So that was the first kind of interaction. I remember meeting with Paul and kind of knowing because you go back and in order to buy something, you need money, and I had none. So by being able to meet with Paul and talk about what my contribution would be, it kept me in that car from high school for a few more years, but we were able to make it work, and came here together. Do you remember the first day in here?
Oh my goodness. I do remember the first day. It was very nerve-wracking because it was a big change, and it took a while. And I mean, if you look at the place now, we've gone through 3 build-outs. It's looked very different when we took over the place, and it's a different feel. As Kurt had his members, his family, and we brought a couple people in and kind of looked around and go, I actually kind of went, what did I do?
Yeah. We had a short duration of buyer's remorse for anybody out there wondering what it was like. But when we got here, sport performance was the primary focus. A lot of, I say, kids, high school age athletes, middle school age athletes that were following sport specific programs. So we had kept that going for a while. We had batting cages. We had the hitting and pitching lessons going on. We've since pivoted our business model, and we no longer do that. They have taken that side of their business elsewhere in the form of hitting and pitching. But we still do the strength and conditioning, still do the sport performance. But I remember when we got here, there was like a little table, and I would sit at that table. I wouldn't even go to the front desk yet. I still felt so out of my element. And it took a solid month or so before I really started to feel more like I can take ownership of this. And I think that's something to be said about really anybody out there that starts something new, whether it's a career, a job, a change of school, whatever it is, you are going to be uncomfortable. And I think it's getting comfortable, being uncomfortable, that is going to help you grow. And I know it helped me grow and helped you grow.
Oh, very much.
But in that process too, so coming in, we decided to do CrossFit. right?
Yeah.
So think of this place. Nothing was flat to the floor. We had platforms everywhere and turf, as much field turf as you could imagine, you know. So we first started, we got some CrossFit kind of going, and then we started to rip out the turf. We started to get rid of platforms, and we started to get everything level, and we started to build more of that encompassing group atmosphere for group classes. And I still remember, you know, your classes back to the Project Hot Mom days, because it was still called that. It would just be full of people, and you'd be utilizing that huge turf space.
Yes,
and
that's right.
It worked out for the better.
And we worked around the tread wall. So if you don't know what a tread wall was, look that up. That thing was huge, and we had to move it 3 times before we sold it.
Yes, and when it sold, it was see ya, never. But I can tell you right now, the gym has never looked better. It's never had better flow, never been as clean. I think we've really been able to make that a priority, and our members have also helped with that. And a lot of the members, too, who have been with us since we came in as those new people, we're forever grateful.
Completely. And it goes with our motto is to help people grow into their 90s and kick-ass, badass people.
Yep, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So that's the story. We hope to eventually have Kurt on, tell you more about how he founded Momentum. It goes all the way back to 2003, probably 10 years before Jackie and I came into the picture. But the lineage and the roots of this family go real deep into Eau Claire and how many people have been impacted by it. So we're very blessed to have the opportunity to continue to keep that thing going and that vision going. So it's been awesome.
Yeah, it has. It really has been a great ride. Good journey.
Yeah.
We'll keep it going.
More to come. Thank you for listening. You can catch us on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, and where all your podcasts are found.
The Momentum Fitness Podcast. Listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the iHeartRadio app, and anywhere quality podcasts are heard. Be sure to leave a 5-star rating and a comment if you'd like. The Momentum Fitness Podcast.